Welcome back, Internets. Keeney coming to you with a diagnostic summary again. 2008 Jeep Wrangler with the 3.8 liter. Probably would have made a good case study, but we didn't film it. Complaint is an intermittent crank nose start. What it actually seems to be is a hot restart issue. Couldn't get it to mess up until we let it run for about an hour in the sun, shut it off for about 10 minutes, and then you go to crank it again. It'll crank, kind of sputter, and stall. And so that is what we were dealing with. I think I got her dialed in. So let's go to this thing, and I'll show you the setup we got in it. Right, tell you, we got the 3.8 liters. This is our fuel pump fuse. We also ran current around it to start, but we didn't need it. Needed after we tested it. Fuel pump fuse, fuel pressure tester going in the cab. This is our purge. Goes to our purge valve. We've got it blocked off because this has a check gas cap message, so making sure that's not the issue. We've got amp clamp around the injector feed wire. One wire feeds all 6 injectors, and then a spark secondary ignition waveform on some random cylinder. Don't know what we're looking at, but here's what we're going to look at. This is going to be our start and stall flare kind of deal, and then we'll monitor data over here. Let's go on inside the cab. All right, to get our bearings, fuel pressure, the spec, I know it's upside down, the spec is 59 plus or minus 5, and we are below that, and we stay below it, but it's, other than when it's hot, this thing starts and runs like normal. So, like, there's no low power issues. I will say the one thing you will see in the PID data, even though on a cold start, is we don't have a check engine light for it, but our fuel trims, our long-term fuel trims, are at plus 20%. Also a key indicator, so I want to draw that to your attention. I know this is, again, the greatest glares channel, but we're going to try and start this thing. So it is not running right now. It's hot. We'll see what our hot restart looks like. We should probably reset our time base here to something more normal. We'll do 500 milliseconds. Crank. It started. All right, here's our test setup. This is actually the next day because it cooled off. Ambient temperatures cool off. I couldn't get it to redo it. So hopefully it does it this time. But we got our fuel pressure gauge here. Spec is 59 plus or minus 5. So we're always sitting a little bit low. And then fuel trims. Engine's not running right now. Keys on. With the engine running, fuel trims long term is about 20%. So definitely adding fuel. We don't have a code for fuel trims, but 20% for sure is not where we want to be. And then we're just going to look at these side by side. So we'll see a crank and flare and stall, hopefully. And then pulse width. Over here, channel A is our fuel pump voltage at the fuse, which always goes up. Channel B is going to be our amperage for our fuel injectors, and then C is going to be our ignition pulse. So it's been sitting almost 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and see if this thing cranks and fires or stalls or whatever. We'll let the scope reset, and then we'll go ahead. Actually, let's reset our time base here in the scope so we can zoom in a little bit afterwards. And then we'll let that one reset. As soon as that resets, we'll crank it. So there's a crank. And of course it ran. All right, well, this is my last attempt at getting y'all to see this because it just wants to keep working. And man, we have great glares. This is just fantastic on the glares. All right, go ahead and crank. It's still running. I don't know what to tell you, man. We'll just transition to screenshots that I took of this process where it would just start and stall, and I'll just talk through it that way. But welcome to the voiceover. So on the left side of this screenshot we're staring at, you'll see the PID data graph in blue, and I want to draw your attention to the peak of that engine RPM graph. You'll see the peak value is about 500. We do not get a start flare of 800,000, 1,200, whatever the normal flare is on this vehicle. I don't remember. It's been a couple months, but that flare on this screenshot where I called it, was not taking place. This was an actual start and stall event I was able to capture on scope and PID data, just not with camera. On the right side, we've got pump, injector, spark, and I want to show you, or draw your attention rather, to the red pump line on the right hand side. You'll see it's noise in the beginning and then it flatlines. Where that pump trace flatlines in red is where the engine starts to speed down in the stall. And so looking down in alignment with injector and spark, you can see there, as the engine is spinning down, we're still firing injectors and we're still firing spark as well. So the only way that we can be firing injector and firing spark and having positive fuel trims is from a weak fuel pump. And so this car got a fuel pump to fix this issue. The issue for this car is actual vapor lock. There was not enough fuel pressure in the hot fuel rail to keep it a liquid. And so it would boil off in the rail, injectors would still open, just not dumping liquid into the cylinder wouldn't allow it to run. That's the long and the short of this one. Put a pump in it, and then on this next clip, you'll see the results of it getting a new fuel pump.
I don't have my microphones in, but I just wanted to show you this got a new fuel pump. We can already see our short-term adapt, -20 on short, and then long-term hasn't caught up yet. I just started it up, got our new fuel pump in, and here is our fuel pressure. It's pretty steady, 63, 64-ish, way better and whatnot. Wish I could have shown the live of the crank and stall, or the start stall or whatever, but it is what it is. I'm filming this before you watch that version. So, but anyway, hopefully I did a good job of explaining the screenshots to you, because I did catch it on the scope for the client originally. But that's all I got for you. I hope this was helpful for somebody out there working, having issues with, like, you got fuel pressure, but we're still having a start stall issue. Vapor lock's your problem, very likely. So something definitely check out. Anyway, I'll catch y'all up in the next video. Peace.